gracious. What is it that you're doing? What do you could be anywhere in the world doing anything, and you're kicking it with me on TikTok? That's banana sandwiches, dude. Um, you good? You got your water, you got your juice? Are you making magic happen, dude? I've been out of commission, dude. I've been straight up sick. Like, not fun. Like, I went to Vegas. Vegas was amazing. But I came back sick and it wasn't fun. No, it's not COVID. It's just a cold. Ashley, what's up, girl? It was a cold and it sucked donkey balls. And I started feeling better yesterday. Hey, girl. And now I'm like maybe like 96% back in action, dude. I haven't been live on TikTok since last Thursday, dude. Is it Thursday? No, the Thursday before that, dude. It's been weeks, man. And I'm super stoked to be kicking it with you, dude. I went to the gym today. Michaela, it's so great to see you, girl. What are you doing? Where you been? You been all right? So you been taking care of yourself? You been doing all the good stuff? I hope so, dude. Greetings from Bronca. Oh, dude, what's up, man? That's amazing. Hang on, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm pushing this button right here. We're gonna make some magic happen, dude. Have amazing eats in Vegas, dude. I went to Hard Rock Cafe and had the bombest burger I've had in a super long time, man. Like I can't even remember the last time that I had like a absolutely phenomenal burger, and it was better than expected, which was super duper awesome. But what's more important is it's less about the burger and 100% more about the company. We had not like the company, but my friends out there. I got to walk the strip. I got to see a bunch of like booty. I got to see like musicians. Saw Sublime with Rome, dude. The strip was super duper duper dope, man. It was just insane. We lost a great friend from NA 4 nights ago. His name was Josh. Oh my goodness, this sounds like an intro to Fight Club right now. His name was Robert Paulson. Not a joke. it's it's a trauma response, dude. So you lost a friend from NA, as in Narcotics Anonymous, and 4 nights ago. That's horrendous, man. That's absolutely just I can't even tell you, man. There are so many people that are reaching out to me that are losing loved ones, man. It's the times are hard, and people are doing whatever they possibly can to take care of themselves. And unfortunately, sometimes what we decide isn't always the healthiest solution. Yeah, you got Inquisitor, you've got all kinds of people who have been struggling. Lots of TikTok drama, dude. Like crazy stuff. So my heart goes out to everybody. Not only that, dude, but we got like lots of tensions that are super duper duper high. And part of my growth process has been like, I know that this all of this bad stuff is happening, but I'm still allowed to be happy. I'm still allowed to take care of myself. I'm allowed to enjoy myself. We don't have to necessarily remain miserable and punish ourselves emotionally because of circumstances that are completely outside of our control. That is technically emotional abandonment, but also it's emotional sabotage. You're playing lies. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Anna Elizabeth's in the building. What's going down, girl? So stoked to see you. I haven't been live since like a week, man. So I'm stoked. Love you, Dakota. What's up, dude? It feels amazing. Things should feel amazing, man. I'm proud to say I've been sober for 4 months. No way, dude. That's absolutely phenomenal. 4 months sober is the exact same amount of sober as 4 years sober. And you know why? It's because you can't get more sober than sober, dude. I've been sober 6 years. I'm not more sober than you. I have been without the substance longer, but that doesn't, it literally means nothing. It changes nothing. It doesn't mean that I'm better. It doesn't mean that I've done more. In regards to recovery, that's a different thing. If you spend 4 months recovering, you could do more beneficial like work for yourself in 4 months than people will do in 4 years. Because people that just stop drinking and then go 4 years, they're the same person. They're not doing anything. They're just, I'm just not drinking anymore, which is amazing, dude, because alcohol is a poison. But the trip with this is those that like literally prioritize their health and their happiness are going to capitalize on 4 months 10 times harder. Whitney knows what's up too. 10 times harder than somebody who's just, has gone, 4 years and just said, oh, I made some adjustments. I've shifted my perspectives. I've got a new job, got new friends and stuff, and that's cool. But what are we actually doing to improve our quality of life, man? Just not drinking, it makes it just not consuming a toxin. It helps our body feel like 0 point. Remember, 0 point is actually feeling pretty good. The normal amount of pain we're supposed to feel is 0. So if not drinking means that you're not in pain, we're doing good. But we want to improve our pleasure, improve our quality. We want to put our energy into becoming someone who's happier and healthier. Did you get pain on the right side? If so, how long did it last after you went sober? Remember this, I didn't go sober, I died. I didn't choose sobriety. Death chose me. My liver failed. So you're referring to your liver. That's your right side. For you guys, it's probably this side because the camera's backwards. So your right side, okay, that's your liver. It's the biggest organ you got, dude. It is huge. Takes up your entire right side. If you're feeling pains in your right side, it's not because you were sleeping next to your lovey-dovey and they just uppercut you in their dream state. It's not because you bumped into a table and you've got your ADHD, thing going on. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's not the food you ate. Your liver is working too hard, dude. Period. And it's starting to swell. Tina, what's up? It's starting to swell. Namibia? Dude, I'm so stoked. Hey, thank you. So the reality with this is as your liver is starting to swell, it's starting to press against the other organs, dude, like your intestines, like your ribs. I can feel my rib right here. As that gets bigger, it creates tension. Sometimes we feel like a pinching. Other times it's like a dull roar, right? And if we feel any of those pains and we drink alcohol, I'm telling you this, your liver's working too hard. This is a time when you speak to a doctor. It doesn't mean you're dying. It doesn't mean that your life is over. It means that we've got to take accountability for the amount of pain that we've been creating and numbing ourselves to. Remember, the thing that's hurting us is also numbing our awareness to the pain it's causing. It's a numbing agent and an amplification unit. Susan, what's up? It's the same as if I was like, hey, Orso, boom, and I hit you in the face, but I was like, hey, dude, take this. And then you take that and you can't feel that your jaw's dislocated. I'm like, you can't feel anything, huh? Check this out. Boom. And you're like, I feel nothing. I'm like, you still have a dislocated jaw, bro. That's not how we want to operate at all. Same goes for like alcohol, substance abuse, relationships, things like that. We don't want to continue putting band-aids on things. So remember, dude, pain is there to help us prioritize where we need to put our energy. Because remember this, we don't feel pain unless we've prioritized a circumstance that causes pain. We got to shift that. We got to change. How can I ask, how long did it take for your liver to heal after you stopped drinking? Excuse me. I don't have an exact reference for that, dude. I can't go like, it was 2 months, then my liver was healed. Dude, you got to remember this. Damage to your liver is permanent. There's no healing. Permanent damage. That's what cirrhosis is. Cirrhosis is hardening and scarring of your liver. So I want you to think of like an actual scar that you have. You want to think of it kind of like, how long was it until your arm was feeling better? Well, your arm is functioning, but you have a scar now, right? Very noticeable. I'm actually saying this because I got a fat scar about this big. I put my arm through a window when I was a little girl, and this window came down and just, blah, and I got stuck in this thing. My point with this is that if you do nothing, right, as in you don't help your body recover, you're not doing anything to help your body heal, you could basically just kind of remain damaged and act damaged for the rest of your life. As a matter of fact, there's only 43% of people that are going to look at the damage, look at their circumstance after surviving liver failure and go, you know what? I'm going to change my lifestyle. I'm going to get healthier. I'm going to get happier. They look at that and go like, I can't believe I punished myself. I can't believe I did this. And because they continuously beat themselves up, they go back to drinking. That's what my little sister did, dude. Like her liver failed, my liver failed. Can you imagine the amount of trauma and circumstances you have to be in when 2 of the family members drank themselves to liver failure? All in completely different ranges. We didn't even speak to each other for 10 years, yet we both ended up with liver failure. That's crazy. And it's specifically because we were practicing the exact same amount of escapism with the poison dude. Our scarred liver is ineffective. No. Just think of it like a regular scar. I really want you to think about this though. When you scar your liver, this is your primary organ. It's the filter of your body. The better your filter, the better your lifestyle. So if you have been putting alcohol, a poison, a toxin into your body for an extended period of time, even in small amounts, remember that toxin and poison was never supposed to be there to start with, but it's legal. It's also legal not to consume it. Sobriety is free, right? We're not supposed to consume it. We're just conditioned to do that. Okay. With that said, if you damage your liver, it will heal as close to 100% minus the damage that was caused. So if you did 20% damage, the 80% that's left will operate at 100%. But as a whole, you're still operating at about 80%. Obviously your body's going to compensate for that. So your spleen's going to kick in, dude. Your organs going to start working together. Your body will work with it, but you can't continue uppercutting your liver and go like, why won't you work? You got to stop breaking it. You just got to stop breaking it. Susan, I appreciate you. 222, I saw that too. You're like really far away. I would tap the screen here. So I have a video going viral right now that is titled, actually, I'm so stoked that it popped up too, because homegirl, super sweet. She went to rehab and they taught her, thank goodness they taught her this, that alcohol is one of the most dangerous substances to withdraw from because you can die. How do I know this? My heart stopped, dude. I've been dead. I just started throwing up blood, and then the surgery was so intense that I went into cardiac arrest. So my heart stopped, and they had to bring me back to life to continue recovering from the withdrawals from alcohol, which, once again, my liver was failing. So I wasn't expected. Hey, what's up, the Wisco kid? What's up? Did you sell the house, bro? Did I catch that? The Wisco kid, the lead sobriety coach for the Beyond Sober program, sold his house? Dude, I lived there, man. I have memories in that place, bro. That's so amazing, dude. I absolutely love that for you, man. Like, you're looking buff and thin and sexy, dude. Like, you're doing something right. You can't just stop drinking. Hang on. You can't just stop drinking. You need to replace it with something else. You can just stop drinking. But if alcohol is everything that you wanted to do to start with, you're just creating a boring life for yourself. And this is where we look at these things and go like, well, life is boring unless I'm drinking. I didn't sell the house. What was that picture, dude? Is Facebook lying to me, dude? I've been attacked all over Facebook, dude. Like, I can't. There are certain people that belong on Facebook, and I've been commenting that, bro, you belong on Facebook. Like, this is totally your vibe. I was pointing out, I'm going to say this. Bye, Katie. I'm going to say this, dude. I'm switching gears. This is ADHD. I'm just going to say it because you guys will understand this, and you guys aren't, like, full of haterade. You see what I'm saying? I am excited that I'll never own a home. You know why? Because, first off, I don't want to buy a house. Second off, I've never wanted to buy a house. Third off, I'll never be able to afford a house, at least in this economy. I can afford a house, but not, you know what I'm saying? The way I have my finances set up, do I really want to? No, I don't want to buy a house. But knowing that a majority of us will never have a house that we own is just a huge stress relief for my ADHD. I don't get to sit here and go like, okay, but am I making enough money to buy a home? And like, what about the mortgage and this, that, and the other and all these things? I'm just sitting there going like, dude, if renting is the new home ownership, I have so many houses. I could rent over here. I could rent in like any city. And I love this because I've worked hard enough to be able to get into an apartment. That's amazing. I love that. Anyway, I said that on Facebook and everyone's like, you said you're a coach. That's the worst negative self-talk I've ever heard. I can't believe you would ever even post something like this. And people are like, dude, are you okay? Like, bro, you gotta quit this, man. Like, it's just a thought. It's my ADHD going, I love that I've survived all of these things and I can afford to rent a place. how you feel about how I feel doesn't change anything. You all know that that's just an expression of myself, and how you guys feel about how I feel about my feelings doesn't change the feelings at all. It's called objective thinking. But I say this to go, Facebook is just, I never expected a single post within minutes to just generate so much hate. Mars, what's up? So much hate, dude, it's insane. So going back to this, again, this is a splash, V8 splash with a little bit of water and ice, right? So check it out. This video that's going viral right now is, once again, alcohol being the most dangerous drug, poison, substance to withdraw from because it'll kill you. Absolute facts, dude, 100%. And we have to look at this. 60% of the population drinks, okay? Half of those people drink like alcoholics. 30% of those people identify as alcoholics, right? 1% of those people are going to die from alcoholism. Alcohol kills 3.3 million people every single year. Not to mention, dude, all of the alcohol related instances, right? I was drinking, I fell down the stairs, dead. I was drinking and driving, killed somebody else. You see what I'm saying? So alcohol actually causes over $260 billion in damage to society. That's including hospital bills and police officers, dude, all the buildings, right? Wrecked vehicles, injuries, all those things. That's why I don't drink anymore. I get it, girl. I'm super proud of you. It's just one of those things, man. And I've been reading the comments over on that post, and I'm really, really happy that the energy on that video is doing as well as it is, primarily because there's a lot of people in support of sobriety. There's a lot of people in support of taking care of themselves. We've been conditioned, I know I've been conditioned to, you're gonna die young, right? Life is short. You just party, eat what you want, drink what you want. Who cares? It's your body. That's absolutely true to an extent. First off, life is forever, Rex. What's up? I died and I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't expect to be back after being tortured, right? I thought that was just going to be the end of it. Nope. You died, and then we brought you back, and then you had to suffer, and then you had to start over, dude. But I am saying this, though, in the last 6 years since my last drink, since the hospital, more abundance, happier, more peaceful, more successful than I've ever been in my entire life. And yes, it does have something to do with not poisoning my brain and body and soul with a literal carcinogen that was trying to give me cancer, man. But it also comes down to like the energy of recovery and actually finding a reason, creating, not finding, generating a reason to live, generating a reason or we're going to say a structure, a concept, a reality, a perspective that life is actually worth living. Once you generate that, then every single thing you do is going towards, okay, is this contributing to my belief that life is worth living? Am I going to drink more water? Am I going to add a little extra juice? Am I going to go outside? Am I going to say nicer things? Am I going to set a bedtime? Am I going to go to sleep, man? Am I going to do any of the things that make me actually want to keep my eyes open? Or am I just going to do less of the things that make me want to keep my eyes closed? Which one? That's a huge question, y'all. Which one is more powerful? Think about this. Which is more powerful? Doing less of the things. So much in module 16, yeah, 100%. Doing less of the things that make you want to close your eyes and not experience. Or do more of the things that make you want to keep your eyes open and actually experience. Which one seems a little bit sexier, a little bit more delectable? I salivate to that thought. Vegas or just not going to like sad places? You know what I'm saying? Do you have a bunch of black hats or just one? I have like 10 of these, like 6 of these, 4 or 5 hats just chilling over there. Sometimes I'll wear 3 hats, dude. Like, oh, you're different colored hats. Joan, I appreciate you. But I love hats, man. And I realize that it's because of my ADHD and my sensory. It's just a hug for my head. It's just a hug. That's it. Henry, what's up? It's just a hug, right? It helps me feel like I really feel like it's like some little dude just sitting Indian style, just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? on my head. Makes me feel safe, right? If I feel like I'm always having a hug, then, I operate a little bit differently. But also, it's for my ears, man. Stop drinking, and I'm so bored. Flacco, here's the crazy part, dude. You weren't more entertained when you were drinking. The amount of bored that you are right now is the amount of boring that you are. This isn't an insult. This isn't personal. I had to deal with this too. We all had to deal with this. Lonnie's in the building. We were just talking about Vegas. The amount of boredom that you're experiencing is the amount of boring that you are, right? I just went out. I was in Vegas with Lonnie right here. You see her? You see her? It was amazing. What we did objectively was not amazing. It was amazing because we don't practice being the boring kid on the strip. We go out and we talk to people. We say, what's up? We build puddles of humans. We say, hey, we have conversations. We're actively out there being the least boring people around. We're walking around. We're constantly moving. We're doing all this stuff. Vegas is just a bunch of information until you choose to do something with it. So the reason why we get bored or feel bored is because we're just going back to part of the reason why we wanted to drink anyway. When I'm drinking, I'm not aware of how boring I am because I have no idea that I'm actually boring. What's left is me acting like a Vegas stripper. Sweetie, you see what I'm saying? That pops out of nowhere because there's nothing stopping you from boring yourself, right? Our mind isn't open enough. That's a really good one. So I say this to go like, there's a music producer. I love that you say this. A music producer just put out a video. It's just him. I love this guy. He's absolutely phenomenal. I forget his name. He says, I want to talk about this because someone was talking about him being cringe. Pete, what's up, dude? He's talking about him being cringe. And he's like, you know what, dude? You know what? I know cringe is cringy to you, but we got to be cringe, man. I'm a cringy person. I do cringy things. That's another way of saying that he is his most authentic self. He's not actively out here going, let's see how cringy, exactly, Amber. Let's see how cringy I could be. He's going, let's see how authentic I can be. And how you perceive it is none of my business until you make it my business, right? So he was just out here doing his own thing. And then someone leaves a comment, dude, you're so cringy. All of this cringe for that? He's like, yes, 100%. But the reality with this is, if he's not actively out there being cringy, he's actively being the most boring person that he knows. He's not honestly expressing himself. And he's a music producer. His music is so good. I love it, dude. Like I play it. I can't remember his name. Like I'll find it. My point with this is the way that he expresses himself on TikTok and the way he shares himself is literally drip fed into all of his music. His music is better because he's cringy, because he's entertaining, because he's entertaining himself and he's giving himself permission to do whatever he wants. If we don't practice that, then we practice sheltering ourselves. We practice limiting our ability to express. As a matter of fact, I had a killer session in the gym today. They brought out those I'm at a new gym now. It's called True Fit. It's huge. They got grass. And they brought out those little parallel bars. You guys can move around. You could do handstands and stuff on them, kind of like gymnast stuff. And they brought out 8 pairs. I was like, oh my God, I'm doing it. So I went and I grabbed one of those and I was doing all my handstands, super slow-mo, gymnastic stuff. And I got all these people's attention. And then I was kind of stretching and they're about to do something else. And I see them go over to the things that I just put away and they pull it out. And then they start practicing while I'm working on my tiny little chicken legs. And then I go over to them because I see what they're trying to do. And I'm like, hey, dude, do you mind? I absolutely love what you're doing. You're so close. I could see what's going on. Would you mind if I kind of share with you my perspectives on how to do that just a little bit more effectively? And they're both like, yeah, super big dude. He's got to be 220 and tiny, kind of Instagram model chick. She's super cool. They're both super duper sweet. I forget their names. My ADHD kicked my ass on that one. But the point with this is the whole conversation was about falling with style. It was about giving yourself permission to express yourself in a handstand. Because if we're sitting here trying to do the perfect form and make it perfect the first time and do all these things while we're practicing, We're not giving our body permission to be cringy and look weird and fall. We have to fall. We have to eat it, and we have to get good at eating it too. We got to know what works and what doesn't work. And all of that comes down to being cringy, man. Like, I'm in the gym in a ninja outfit. Like, I swear I'm sponsored by Mortal Kombat. I was in a commercial, by the way. We'll talk about that. And, I'm out there the cringiest dude in the gym. But I'm also the one that is doing the most expressive stuff. I was breakdancing, doing flips, handstands, all these things where other people, this is no hate to anyone, are just doing the basics. They're just picking things up. They're not being cringy. So cringy is just another way of saying that you're practicing authenticity. When you give yourself permission to be authentic, you're going to find yourself doing the things that I do when no one's around. Just dancing, like in my kitchen, bumping reggae, just shimmy, shimmy Cocoa Puff all by myself. Honest expression of self. Nish, hey, today marks 9 months of no alcohol for my husband. Woo! That's absolutely phenomenal. Dude, I'm so proud of you both. That's incredible. 9 months, dude. You guys had like a non-alcoholic baby. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. That is next level work, dude. You got to keep in mind. Here's the trick. I'll actually explain this about recovery. If we're just saying no to alcohol, then it remains difficult. But if we're saying yes to life, yes to recovery, not alcoholic baby. Nextletron? Yeah, we'll talk about it. Or naltrexone. Give me a second. Ideally, saying no to alcohol is only difficult when you're struggling with sobriety, when you're in an active state of sobriety. Actually, as a matter of fact, the people someone I met the other day, super sweet, she was doing handstands too. She's like, what do you do? I said, I'm a sobriety master coach, recovery specialist. I'm on TikTok and I do this, that, and the other. I show up and take care of myself and deliver the best version of me for my favorite people. And she's like, oh, that's cool. So I'm sober too. And I'm like, I'm not sober. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't drink. I don't party. I can't be sober. Like, I don't do anything. So it's not like difficult for me to say no. It's not even a thing. I don't have to sit here and debate whether or not alcohol or any substance is something that I want in my body. It's just no. It's because I've recovered. So this is where we look at 9 months and go like, how simplified is our ability? What is the density of our emotional state when we think about alcohol, when we think about the substance, when we think about the relationship? Because for me, it's easy to pick. Like, it's not, I can't remember the last time I struggled, right? At all. Like, especially when it comes to alcohol and substances. It's just a no. But that's because of recovery, the amount of energy that I've put into becoming someone that doesn't want it, doesn't need it, will never have it. Then there's people that go like, I would like to have it, but I know it's bad for me. That's still, technically, they're still under the influence because alcohol is still on their mind. It's not on their mind because it's in their body. It's on their mind because they're struggling internally. You got to remember this. If we would rather drink alcohol because it puts us in a preferred state of being, then that means that our state of being isn't the space that we prefer. Lonnie, why would you not prefer being who you are? But I don't like me. So you're saying if you did like you would crave less alcohol. Yeah. Okay. So have we tried not caring? Have we tried not beating ourselves up? Have we tried actually being nice to us? Have we tried? Yeah, I love me. Right, Lonnie. But like and love are very different. Okay. There's people that you love that you don't like at all. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of. I got love for people. Don't necessarily like them. I don't dislike them. I don't like them. I have love for my dad. Don't like him at all. Do I love him? Nah, I can't. That's complicated. No, yeah. I'm a good person, so yeah, I love him. To the extent on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 0.23, maybe. Like, that's pushing it. Know what I'm saying? But I also don't like the guy at all. I don't like what he represents. I don't like who he was. I don't like who he's becoming. I don't like any of those things. But I have love for him specifically because he was a major part of my life, right? That's a whole different thing. So this is the difference though. When we love us, when we love our circumstances, when we love what we're doing, where we're going, we'll do things that we don't like. I get it, bro. I'm the same way with my dad. Dude, that's awesome. I'm not selling low. It's a very, very, very complicated emotion, dude. Just quickly, 150 quietly, just quietly, 150 days sober. Holy crap, dude. That's amazing. 150 days sober. Wow. That is next level. Amazing. I'm so proud of you, dude. But yeah, my emotions towards that is complicated. I always use lemon juice in salad. It's not fun. Dude, I did that today, Bronco. Dead serious. Like I went up, I cut up my salad, right? Washed it. 111 over here. Washed it. 10,000 likes, dude. Hey, I love you guys so much. Hey, just so you know, your thumbs could save a life. Like I had no idea that the video that I just put out was going to reach so many people. Your thumbs could push this to the FYP and someone could go like, dude, I was about to pull something bad out of my pocket, but then you popped up. Literally quiet. Where was I going with that? I was going somewhere with this. I had, oh, lemon. Dude, no joke, dude. I got a whole thing of lemons in the fridge. So every time I make a salad, which I did today, drop that salad, drop that chicken, get that lemon, drop that, oh my goodness, get some avocado ranch. So good. There you go. So good. But that's like my after like gym, like ADHD kind of meal. My ADHD's been getting the best of me lately. Obsessed with lemon, 100%. I even make my protein shakes with lemon. Did he change his protein? I totally did. So check it out. If you guys like to fart, drink whey protein, milk-based protein. I'm not a fan of it. I gotta hang out with me. I'm not about that way, right? So I switched to pea protein, which sounds weird when I say that, but it's much better on your digestive system. But it also tastes horrendous. So it's a give and take, dude. You're not so gaseous, but you gotta eat pea. Tastes like pea. So with that, that's why I gotta put the juice in there, put the lemon in there. Dude, Lonnie, it's no joke, girl. Like, it's like, it'd have been, okay, when we were at the apartment, girl, had I been proteining it out the whole time, the pigeons would have left. Like, that would have been a thing. We all wouldn't have been able to hang out. That's just typical protein circumstances. But the coolest part now is because I switched to pea protein, I don't have to worry about that. It's so much better on my system, dude. I feel absolutely phenomenal. If you're not vegan, try carnivore. It's beef protein and burns nice and clean. Sick, dude. Pea protein, PEA. Like pea, like as in like the vegetable. Oh my God. Beef protein is super duper good. It's like one amino acid away from being like a complete protein. I eat 120 to 175 grams of protein a day. So it's like because of that. Yeah, clearing the house, dude. Like I'm telling you, it'd have been a different circumstance. But if you're taking care of yourself, this is a big deal though. I say this because there's so many people that have been in my comments recently who have been talking about how they've been craving less alcohol because they've improved their protein intake. I talk about this awesome, dude. Awesome. My brain, see, I haven't spoken in a week. Lonnie, it's all your fault. Protein. It basically synthesizes, for lack of better words. Camila, thank you so much. Into sugar. And sugar is what we crave usually with alcohol. So you can see that this is V8. It's got sugar in it. If there was alcohol in here and I was low on sugar, or if I was having a dip, I would actually start craving alcohol because of the sugar content. But if you curb the sugar content, the sugar craving, then you're obviously going to crave less alcohol, just depending on where you are. So this is why we want to have a high protein breakfast, get our protein, 30 grams if we can, in the beginning of the day, especially if we're in sobriety. If we're focusing on a recovery, we want to fuel our system with, of course, water, protein. That protein is going to synthesize into the sugar. That sugar is going to be in your system and your body is going to think less about alcohol. Obviously, every single day or every single moment, we're thinking less about alcohol. is another day that we feel a little bit more successful. And when we feel successful, guess what happens? We get dopamine. We struggle forward just one more time. We do one more thing. We drink a little bit more water. We beat ourselves up just a little bit less. So if there's anybody here that's struggling, or you know someone that is, encourage them to improve their protein intake throughout the day. Add a little bit more water. Obviously, practice drinking less alcohol. And then we'll start to realize that we are more fulfilled and satisfied from a nutritional aspect. And therefore, alcohol is not going to provide any additional value to us at all. Can I ask you, cheap liquor consumption, what's your opinion on the brand 99? 99 bananas? Dude, alcohol is alcohol. Liquor is liquor. Gasoline is gasoline. Dude, I wish that I could have said, like, you know what it was? It was the Grey Goose. I was just sipping on Grey Goose the whole day. All day Grey Goose, high top shelf, whatever. Dude, I was buying $10 bottles. I was buying them in bulk because they were on sale for like $8.29. I'm like, dude, Svedka, Amsterdam. Alcohol is alcohol. So the same alcohol that's in 99 is the same alcohol that's in Bud Light. Alcohol is alcohol. Now, if you're referring to taste, that's going to be your personal preference, okay? My personal taste when I was drinking, love tequila, Patron, absolutely phenomenal. What else? Jack and Coke, that was always good. If I was doing beer, it was going to be like a Blue Moon, Corona, Shock Top, some little frothy, not too ale-y, but goodness. So yeah, like liquor brands there's no difference. It's just like an energy drink, dude. I guess, who was it? Logan Paul or something? He just bought Prime. Prime was already a thing, and he just put his name on it. It's the same goring. It's the same caffeine. It's the same stuff. Maybe it tastes a little bit different, but it is an energy drink. So all he did was brand it to his name. It is no different than any other energy drink. That's just how it is, dude. I did want to answer this question because I didn't, about Suboxone. Anytime we're using a pill or a substance or something to curb cravings, make us sick, we are swapping one codependency for another. What's most important is that just because we're on a pill that's helping us curb certain behaviors, it doesn't fix anything. There's no pill, Henry, that fixes alcoholism. Do you get it? No pill. There's nothing you can take. We cure diseases every day, but it's not because of a pill. It's because of an entire conditioning. The way we curb and cure alcoholism is by getting healthy. That's it. That's the only thing. Now, if we're using a pill to create time away from the poison, then of course we're going to go like, oh, this is awesome. I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm not poisoning myself. Right. But if you're not improving yourself with the time that you created by taking that pill, then you are just not hurting yourself. Cool. That's all we got? You didn't jump off the bridge today? Cool. Where did you go? Did you go sit at a park? No, I just didn't jump off the bridge. That's awesome. Did you do anything else? Nope, same thing. I went home, played video games and my stuff. You didn't eat anything new? You didn't like celebrate? Why not? You could have jumped off the bridge, but you didn't do that. Nope, just Cheetos, just the same stuff. You know, I just kind of slammed some chips on a bun. Know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, the time that you would have spent falling off the bridge, you now have back in your pocket. So if you're doing nothing with the time that you would have been wasting falling to the ground, then you see what I'm saying? Like, we're not improving our quality of life. The trip is that if we don't improve our quality of life with that pill, the pill doesn't do it while we're taking that pill, then what happens is once we stop taking that pill and we walk by that bridge, guess what we want to do? Our next thought is going to be like, hey, that's a pretty nice bridge. We don't want that, man. That's bad news. This is perfect information, Tyler. So this is the same thing, dude. Like, I don't care if you're going to AA, if you're in one of my programs. If you guys don't know, I'm the creator of two of the most powerful sobriety and recovery platforms on the planet. One is called Beyond Sober. The other one's called Unlabeled. it doesn't matter if you're taking a program, you're in a facility, you're in detox. I don't care what it, even in the hospital. The problem with it is you're the same person when you get out. If you change nothing, the only thing that you've stopped or fixed is the pain. You don't drink because of the pain. You don't punish yourself because of the pain. Once this stops, you still exist here. My personal programs are designed to help you to evolve emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, and physically into someone different, someone you've probably never met before, someone that doesn't need a substance, someone that trusts themselves, someone that understands themselves, someone who's excited to be who they are, someone who has a whole list of reasons to keep their eyes open. AA isn't going to do that for you. The hospital doesn't change you. Okay? Detox does not fix the reason why you hate yourself. It doesn't do that. It is a last or worst case scenario. It's like a rock bottom circumstance. With that said, that's why I work with so many people, is because healthy is the new faded. Everyone's going like, I've never been someone that cares about my health. I don't even know what that looks like. Does this smell like healthy? I don't even know. It smells like peas. I don't eat peas. It's protein. Is this good for me? Yeah, but I don't want to eat it. You got to practice being someone that wants to eat it, but I don't like it. It doesn't matter if you don't like it. You are someone that eats the pea protein. If you continue fighting all of the things that make you healthy, you remain someone that's gonna need the hospital. You're gonna continue needing a program or a pill or a person or a place or a thing. You're gonna be carrying around a rabbit's foot, hoping that you don't go to the liquor store. We have to evolve. We evolve through healing, through space, through time, through energy, through focus. We heal on purpose, dude. So if you deal with your issues, you are less likely to carry on drinking. 100%, brother man. 100%. So we don't fix the problem. Stevie, check this out. I love that you say this, bro, because listen to what I'm saying. Big concepts here. If you were happier and healthier, more abundant, more successful, more expressive, you have more friends, you loved being with you, would you seriously, if you had everything that you needed and you felt as good as you possibly could all the time, you were at the peak of your health, you've never felt so good in your life, do you think you would seriously go like, you know what I need? I need some poison in my veins. Shoot it up, baby. You wouldn't do that. In no way whatsoever. When you feel as good as you've ever been in your entire life, or better than the worst time you've ever experienced, you would never, ever, 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 on a conscious, healthy, happy, plain state of being, go, you know what? Give me 4 shots of tequila. I'm celebrating because I want anxiety and depression for the next 4 days, right? Obviously not, because it would ruin it with alcohol. 100%. Exactly. Now, we say this to go, there's a lot of people that go like, okay, well, I need, so you're saying I need to heal my trauma. No, that's not what we need to do. I have to heal before I stop drinking? No. You're saying I have to go to therapy? No, you don't have to fix anything. If you're struggling with alcohol, we have to figure out how, where, why, when to condition yourself to expect less alcohol or crave less of it first. The initial issue is the fact that you're drinking. You cannot solve anything from within the poisonous environment that's facilitating the pain and the reason you want to drink. We have to practice drinking less first. Sydney, I see this. I was born an alcoholic and I've dealt with the cravings my whole life. How do I recover? I was born an alcoholic. Okay. This is really, really, really interesting. So I'm going to ask you this question. What were you drinking when you jumped out the hoo-ha? Did you have a drink of choice? Was it, what was in those boobs? It wasn't vodka. Born an alcoholic. Born addicted to alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Are we talking about the actual like fetal syndrome caused by alcohol? My mom drank her whole pregnancy. I get it. So we gotta remember this. Nobody's born An alcoholic. An alcoholic is someone who's physically and emotionally addicted to alcohol. It may be in your system, dude. I'm going to tell you this. If you were born addicted to alcohol, you wouldn't have made it. You just wouldn't. Your withdrawals as a baby with no experience, it just wouldn't happen. You may have, like, once again, my parents drank too. But what I'm saying is nobody's born an alcoholic. And even if they were, once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic is not true. That's not real. It's not a thing. It's fear-based indoctrination to make us all want to escape that fear with alcohol. Any situation that benefits from you being sick is going to make you ill. Listen to what I'm saying. I got to say this again. Any circumstance that benefits from you being sick is going to actively attempt to keep you sick. Okay? This is why I'm so passionate about this. I want you healthy. So I'm not here to just like fix your alcohol. It's stupid. It's a liquid, dude. You're better than that. You're stronger than that. You're more capable than that. I want you to heal permanently, to stick it to the man. We don't want them to benefit from your sickness. We don't want them to go like, well, she was born an alcoholic. You know what we should do? We should start releasing some ads. We should start releasing some content. We should start creating a narrative around once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. You're forever broken. Let's make sure that every organization preaches this and tries to scare people away from their medicine. Let's seriously keep these people. Let's make it legal. How about let's make it legal, right? It's not illegal to kill yourself slowly. It's not illegal to poison yourself unconditionally. You know why? Here's what we're going to do. How about you go talk to the hospital, right? And we're going to start like really, really sending people their direction. We're going to make alcohol seem like it's a friend, like it's really there to help us, right? How about we do like an ad with two grandparents and a baby sipping Modelo? How about you see what I'm saying? They benefit from us being sick. This is a long-winded rant about once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic is not real. So if you were born an alcoholic, you stopped being an alcoholic. You just did. Unless you continue drinking since you were a baby, you haven't been an alcoholic, physically addicted to alcohol, needing it to stay alive. I'm dead serious with this. If you needed alcohol since your first breath of air, you wouldn't have made it. You cannot survive with an addiction without your medicine, especially as a baby. That has to be activated. You have to practice alcoholic behavior to invoke the gene that's embedded within all of us. If you don't drink exactly the way an alcoholic would, you will not become an alcoholic. It is that simple. Never, ever, 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 ever heard of a baby alcoholic. I've never heard of someone being born an alcoholic. I've heard people say it, but it's never been documented. That is not a thing. It's a major common misconception. Well, it runs in my family. And you're a completely separate human. You're not obligated to drink. You weren't conditioned to drink. Your environment may have influenced it, but it was your decision to continue drinking alcohol. You didn't leave the circumstance. You decided to do what everyone else influenced you to do. Therefore, you picked up behaviors that are exactly like an alcoholic. And guess what happened? You drank exactly the way an alcoholic would, your closest reference being your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle, your cousins. Every single thing everyone you know drinks. And then it's just easy for us to go like, everyone I know drinks. It's normal. It's regular. I was born with like, it runs in the family. I was destined to be an alcoholic. I was born an alcoholic. I was supposed to be an alcoholic. None of that is true. None of that is true, but it's really easy to believe. So easy to believe. You know how I know this? Because I believed it too. My dad was an alcoholic. My mom was on drugs. She was an alcoholic. My little sister's an alcoholic. We are so alcoholics at that point that both of our livers failed. Yet that was something that we did with our own lives. That was just a belief. I conditioned myself to go, we are alcoholics. We are the white trash of the family. This is what we do. So when I ended up in jail, guess what I thought? Expected. When I ended up on drugs, guess what? Expected. When I ended up with an addiction, right? Alcohol, guess what? Expected. Every single thing I believed became a guiding force for every single decision I made until it became a self-fulfilling prophecy and I literally became an alcoholic. I had to have it, all because I wouldn't stop telling myself that I was one. It wasn't true, yet I kept believing it. So we got to remember this, dude. The first step to quitting all of this is recognizing that what you believe is true isn't. When something is true, you don't need to believe it. How many hats am I wearing? Do you have to believe that I'm wearing this in this? Or is it objectively true? It is true regardless if you like it, regardless if you've seen it before, regardless of what you may perceive it to be. It is true. I'm wearing two hats. Nothing is different. So you don't have to believe anything. You just know. But when it comes down to these circumstances and these perspectives, we choose to believe things to fit our narrative and our bias. I like to think that I'm short. I'm not. I am, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm 5'7", but I walk super tall. I go like short as a personality. I don't want that personality. So I don't feel short when I'm hanging out with tall people. I choose to objectively make it remain that I'm not short. People are just really tall all the time. You're allowed to shift your beliefs. You're encouraged to shift your beliefs. You are encouraged to believe anything that makes you feel good, makes you feel abundant, makes you feel healthy, that encourages you to be cringy and authentic. Nothing's going to stop. Who's going to stop you, dude? Even if you were an alcoholic, who's stopping you from drinking water? All alcoholics think the same way. They do the same way. Well, okay, whatever. That's banana sandwiches, dude. Kristen, I sincerely appreciate you. Pretty cool. I don't know what happened to the fighter in me. Well, this is really usually what happens is we convince ourselves that we're the victim. You've survived absolutely everything that's ever happened to you and for you. And then at one point, you're basically, I'll tell you this, you're sitting here going like, I've been strong my whole life. Lisa, listen to what I'm saying. I've been strong. I have to be strong. You're showing up. You're putting your face on. You're going outside. You're doing all of the things to be strong. Be strong for yourself. Be strong for your family. Be strong for the kids. Be strong in society. Be strong at your job. You're being strong. All these circumstances feel like they're working against you, and you don't feel like you're moving up in life, so you're just being strong, holding it together. That doesn't mean you feel strong. In time, when we've been strong for too long, we realize that being strong isn't helping us get stronger. We are just using all of our might, all of our strength, all of our energy, all of our fortitude, all of our drive, all of our money, all of our energy, being strong. But why don't I have titties yet? Just being strong doesn't build anything. It just keeps things from falling apart. Why are you laughing at me? You see what I'm saying? I build these. I'm not just being strong. Hang in there. Your titties will show up someday. I'm literally out here. I'm building with my strength. I'm breaking myself down. I'm using all of my strength in a progressive way, but I actually get results. But I have to not just be strong. I'll tell you this. The strongest I've had to be lately is, dude, I've lived by myself for years, dude. It's I've been alone. It's just me. And I'm like, oh my God, this loneliness. Do I get a cat? Do I get a dog? I'm being strong. You don't have to cry. You're allowed to, you know what I'm saying? Like you're meeting friends, bro. Like people know you. I was recognized 3 times in Vegas, dude. Crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that I don't struggle with loneliness. Just because people know me, that doesn't mean that I feel like I'm seen. You see what I'm saying? So I'm being strong. And the reason why I have to be strong is because I don't feel very strong. Dancing fruits. Well, normally they'd be over here, but soon we'll switch. I could probably do that. So you see what I'm saying? We cry and we break down when we've been strong for too long. And then we look at substances and go like, will this substance, will this alcohol, will this pill, will this person, will this environment help me forget about how strong I've had to be so I could just feel this sense of relief, even if it's short-lived, even if it's just for a second. You miss me in Vegas, mate? Dude, Eric, are you in Vegas, bro? You live in Vegas? Did I miss out on that? I would have come, we would have come found you, bro. I don't know, bro. I was out there for like 4 days, man. It was crazy. That was like 8 hours on a plane. Snakes on a plane. 4 hours away? Yeah, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, that was a 4.5 hour flight there, 3.5 hour flight back. Almost 13 months, dude. Holy crap, man. That is absolutely phenomenal. 13 months, that's just over a year. Dude, that is next level stuff, dude. You know, like a year sober, 13 months sober is the same as 13 years. I see Just Kim. What's up, girl? I know I've seen your vibe lately, girl. I see you smiling over there. You're doing something different, man. I hope you're doing extremely well, girl. But I see that energy shifting just a little bit. I could be wrong, though. Have you ever heard of supplements called kava? Absolutely, dude. It's kava, like as in like the root. Kava is supposed to give us this like euphoric kind of effect. And I've had kava. But when I had kava, I was like, I'd rather be drinking because it didn't do anything. I was like, what's the point of this? Keep in mind, this was, I don't know, 20 years ago. I was in high school when I had kava. Nowadays, people are doing kratom to try and get off of like different substances and whatnot. I do not recommend that. Apparently, kratom is just as addictive as the substances that people are using to get off of. Like, you see what I'm saying, dude? So we don't want to do that. Isn't consistent use of kava bad on your kidneys? I actually don't know. We could look that up. Is kava bad on kidneys? Patients suffering from any liver or kidney disease should avoid taking kava. I'm out. It's best to consult with a health professional before taking any supplements or preparations containing this herb. Yeah. So if you're struggling liver or kidney disease, don't do that. So obviously it has like pretty major effects on that. Kava has to be processed through your liver because your liver is the filter of your body. So obviously there is something, kava is said to alleviate mood, well-being, contentment, and produce a feeling of relaxation. Several studies have found that kava may be useful in the treatment of anxiety, insomnia, and related nervous system disorders. However, there is serious concern that kava may cause liver damage. Yeah, can we just drink water instead? I've been struggling with this I had a cold all week, dude. Like it is bad. So I got a little bit of congestion left. How do you feel about naltrexone? Once again, dude, naltrexone is designed to help you kind of curb cravings. If you're not doing anything with your life, your mind, your body, your soul, your energy, your future, while you're not craving, you're just substituting one crutch for another. So if you are taking a pill to help you with, I don't even care if it's anxiety or your depression, you got to remember this, dude. If the system benefits from you being on that pill, Lonnie knows what I'm talking about. They're going to continuously recommend that pill to you as long as you continue having symptoms or struggling. So if you are taking a substance, utilizing a pill, we want to make sure that what we're doing while we're taking that pill is helping us, first off, energetically, physically heal or work with the ailments that cause the symptom that we're struggling with. The pill doesn't fix your depression. The pill doesn't fix your anxiety. The pill doesn't fix your cravings. You know what does? You do. You do. You fix it. It's your body, it's your mind. It's all you, okay? It's your machine. Unfortunately, it's your responsibility. So just taking a pill is only going to curb the symptom that is taking energy away from your ability to live your life. So I'm saying this to go, if you're taking something like that, we want to make sure that we're utilizing the results it's getting us to help us actually heal from the underlying issues. So if you could take a pill and talk to a therapist, if you could join a program, if you could take a pill and go to the gym, start releasing dopamine, endorphins, oxytocin, like all of those things, then we're effectively utilizing these things. The situation here is most of us will just stick to a pill for the rest of our lives. And doctors, keep in mind, dude, my homegirl Lonnie, I've never met someone that has such intricate understanding of the pharmaceutical industry because of the way her doctor prescribes her medication. I'm even followed and supported by doctors here on TikTok that prescribe medication, and they straight up said the same thing. If you don't use this prescription to actively work on yourself, so you don't need it anymore, you're just curbing a symptom. That's it. Doesn't Nexlotron doesn't fix anything. It's going to help you with cravings and stuff. It's going to help you get sick. But once again, dude, if you're taking anything that is helping you with the symptom, we need to become someone that doesn't create the symptom or start working on a lifestyle that doesn't facilitate the environment for that symptom to arise. So I say this to go, you may be surrounded by a whole bunch of hyenas, and that's a lot of anxiety. Like, is it gonna eat my leg? Is it gonna do the Lion King thing and gnaw on my bones? If you're in an environment surrounded by hyenas and you're taking the pill to curb the anxiety caused by hyenas, you better use that strength and that newfound confidence to get around some elephants. If you are continuing to hang around those hyenas, the second that you stop taking that pill, those hyenas are gonna come get you. You know what I'm saying? Twice as bad. Nothing's different. You just are less experienced with the emotion now. So it's back 3 times full. My dad keeps pushing these pills on me. That helps cravings. So check it out. If he's recommending that you do that, I want you to look into it from a progressive perspective. I'm willing to do this, but the only time I'm willing to do this is if I have a plan on, a plan off. Keep in mind, you're the same person when you're not craving alcohol. That pill isn't going to change you. It's just blocking your awareness to craving. So if you're not going like, okay, I'm going to start taking this and I'm going to start eating better. I'm going to start setting a bedtime. I'm going to start drinking more water. I'm going to start going for walks. I'm going to start, watching documentaries, whatever it is. Then once again, the only thing technically that's happening is you're just spending less time with the poison, which is cool, but that's not improving our quality of life. That's just not destroying it. I think I finally convinced myself that I want to stop, though. I'm tired of being hungover. Dude, that's 100%. No one likes waking up feeling like they got hit by a truck. Like, we condition ourselves and go like, how much pain am I willing to be in for the illusion of fun today? Hangovers, dude, you got to keep in mind, that's because of an overdose, right? I'm sick of feeling gross. Dude, I know. I can't even tell you, dude. So are the pills still the poison? Yeah, 100%. It's depending on what you're taking. If you're not taking like a natural supplement, country boy, if you're not taking like, I'll say this, magnesium, right? If you're not like overloading with potassium, if you're not taking like a multivitamin or focusing on specific vitamins and minerals, then any pill that's going to be prescribed to you isn't going to be a sugar pill. It's going to be a type of narcotic. It's going to be a pharmaceutical. It is going to be something that your body is going to learn to expect. Not only is it going to learn to expect it, it's going to learn to operate with it. This is what a dependency is. So if a doctor gives you a prescription, it's very rare they're prescribing you something that's not going to be difficult not taking later. I was talking to Lonnie about this. I got to say this. I was talking to Lonnie, and Lonnie struggled with all this stuff for a long time. And I came to this conclusion that I think one of the misconceptions from certain doctors, and I'm going to reach out to some people and kind of like verify this too, but it feels like doctors think that you want to be high. Okay? Does this make sense? This is why they keep prescribing stuff. It's not that they go like, you know what, you just don't want to be in pain. They believe that you want to be high. And so they're going, well, you're doing all this illegal stuff. How about I just prescribe you something legal so you can be faded and I get paid? You know what I'm saying? This maybe this is just Vegas doctors. I don't know, but that doesn't seem very humane. That doesn't seem very personalized. That doesn't seem like it's from the heart, and that is not how it works. The only reason why I would prefer to be high is if this was a no-go. You know what I'm saying? Like most of when we're recovering, we're sitting here going like, no, I don't want to have to be high. I don't want to have to be drunk. I don't want to have to expect a hangover. I don't want to expect pain. I don't want my life to be contingent upon pain relief. I want to be someone that's not in pain. And doctors, certain doctors, they go like, oh, no, that's fine. I'll get you high. You won't be in pain because you'll be faded. You'll be under the influence. No, I don't think you understand what I'm talking about. I don't want to take any pills. I don't want to be on any medications. Never has a doctor suggested therapy, nutrition, exercise, meditation. Goodness gracious, Lonnie, thank you. You see what I'm saying? That's just crazy to me, dude. To think that your doctor is just going to go like, you were talking about, girl, you were talking about, he prescribed you like 6 times over, like the recommended dosage. They're like, you struggled with this in the past, so obviously you have a high tolerance. So how about you take 6 of these? Dude, she's like, I'm struggling with like a tenth of one, and he wants me to take like numerous full of these every single day. That's absolutely bananas, man. Because once again, like this is the full circle. He's going to benefit for every single refill that she has to get. Even if she's not even getting high. she's afraid to stop taking the pills because she's done the research. People have been like, dude, if you stop taking these pills, like you could have some real bad problems. So she's like, the whole reason I'm even coming back to you is so I literally don't die from the pill that you prescribed me. Dude, it's slow taper. 100%, girl. That's what I had to do too. Can I ask what help, hang on. Can I ask what help is wanted is not meds from doctors? Honest question. What help is wanted if it's not meds from doctors? Honest questions. So you're saying like, what is the solutions to these things? Once again, if you're not getting prescribed something, I'll say this. If you go to the doctors, if you intend on speaking to a doctor and they're going to prescribe you something, if you speak to the right doctor, someone that actually cares about your health, that isn't in the game for money and doesn't see you as a number, right? As just a client, is just someone that's coming in and out. You want to talk to them about something that you can easily get on and get off of. Now, I don't know why there's not some like board in every doctor's office that's going, if you ate more protein, drank less alcohol, smoke less cigarettes, imbibe more water, got more sleep, exercise, you would never have to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like it should just be a thing on every doctor's wall. If you did this, we wouldn't know each other. But they're not doing that. So we want to look at these things and go like, what is the most holistic approach to either the symptom relief or the conditioning? So I'll say this. If you're struggling with depression, anxiety, that's going to be low dopamine. That's going to be cortisol, right? That's going to be all kinds of different chemicals and hormonal structures that are out of whack. Cortisol, if it's spiking in your body, you're going to have more anxiety. For example, if you have 1 beer a week, you've got more cortisol, which means you've got more anxiety throughout the week. 1 drink a week, okay? We need to condition ourselves naturally. Keep in mind, we existed for who knows how many years without medication. We did pretty good, right? Some people died, but you understand what I'm saying? We need to move our body. We need to condition ourselves to release these hormones and these chemicals as naturally as possible. Water is a natural mood stabilizer. It's an anxiety remedy, okay? It helps you get better sleep. It helps you digest food. It literally helps release dopamine, that feel-good feeling that we all seek with pills and alcohol. It helps do all of these things. It helps your brain function more accurately, which means there's less stress in your body. There's less stress in your body. There's less to worry about. There's less anxiety. You're easy peasy. This is why we want to stay hydrated. So I bring all of this up and bring absolute awareness to this because every person that I've ever spoken to, especially everyone that's graduated through the Beyond Sober Masterclass, they're like, dude, my diet's on track. I don't deal with the depression anymore. I'm drinking way more water. I've got less anxiety. It still pops up from time to time, but I have the skills to manage that, right? I'm getting better sleep, so I have more energy. So I'm less worrying and kind of like groggy throughout the day. I'm excited to continue moving and start, keep my day going and whatnot. My relationships are better, all these things. All of this without medication, without therapy, without going to rehab, without detoxing, without ending up in a hospital. It's all because they practiced doing the basics of life and got very, very, very good at that. Wait, masterclass. Yeah, beyondsober.org or just hit the link in my bio. I don't know why people weren't there. A bunch of people just jumped into the program today, over the weekend as well. Beyond Sober is a sobriety masterclass. You could actually work on getting a certificate in graduation and completion in sobriety. This certificate is so powerful, it's actually gotten women their kids back in court circumstances. There's been a separation, kids went with the dad. Because it was court ordered for them to obviously join a program, prove their sobriety, not only do I write character letters and progress reports, but when you graduate through the masterclass, you get a full-on certificate of completion and graduation with my signature, the date that you completed it, your name on it, big, black, and sexy, and golden, and gorgeous. There's currently 1,700 people in the masterclass right now. We have hundreds and hundreds of graduates past like 2.5 years. We've also released the Unlabeled Recovery Program, which is designed to mimic working with me one-on-one. I had someone earlier today sign up on the sponsorship. So we do a pay it forward system. It's because there's so many people who are struggling with their mental health, physical health, spiritual health, financial health. Either they can't afford it or they want to afford it, but they're not in the position right now. So every time someone signs up on the website, either they get a lifetime membership with us, they're with us for a lifetime, access to all the updates, all the coaches, the community, the information, everything. We donate one to someone that is struggling but needs assistance. So I have 2 people actually that came in through the sponsorship form today. So it's kind of like a buy one, give one, super powerful stuff. We also have a monthly membership, $19. You hang on to the membership, you hang on to the platform and the community as long as you need it. When you're done, when you're safe, when you're healthy, when it no longer applies to you, done and done. Like that's it. The reason why we do this is because the power of the first week of the masterclass is so intense that most people don't need the rest of the program. They understand the density and the power of the information to such a degree that they go like, this is all that I needed. So within 7 days, they have curbed their alcoholic behavior. They do understand the art of acceptance, specifically radical acceptance. So now they're not beating themselves up emotionally. Because they're not doing that, they have less of a reason to drink, plus all the skills necessary to choose water and choose themselves and choose health and choose their future and choose their friends and family that are working for them. But that's how intense this is. It doesn't mean it's overbearing. It just means that I say this with all due disrespect. If they wanted you to know this information, they would just tell you. But once again, they're all benefiting from you not knowing. If AA knew this information, they would close their doors. Either they don't know this information, so they can't tell you, or they do know the information and they won't tell you. I don't know which one is worse. I honestly don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. There is no reason why you going to class, to a room for an hour, you shouldn't walk out those doors a brand new person every single time. Like you really shouldn't need more than a week of a program, but they will keep people there for 20 or 30 years. Please help us. That's all I ever do, dude. My whole life is supporting other people. If you could use my help personally, or just you want access to the stuff I've created for you, hit the link in my bio, or go to sober.notsober.com. It's that simple. Literally, when you go to my TikTok page, there's a big video that plays and it says link in bio, link in bio, link in bio, link in bio. And no one reads it. And it's like, I can't help you on TikTok, dude. You gotta start a chat with me so I can sit here and send you what you need, man. So if you guys haven't connected with me already, hit the link in my bio, dude. Feel free to share your information. I'm not gonna spam you. I'm just gonna send you my resources. And if you ask a powerful enough question, I will respond to you. Check this out. I got someone else who just reached out to me just now. I'm not gonna say who it is. And they said, knowing it is, I asked them, is there anything I can help you with? And they said, knowing it's okay to not drink and be happy with myself. I'm an emotional drinker. I get you, Boobo. Let's talk about it. But I can't talk about it here on TikTok. I can send you all the resources and the tools and stuff off of TikTok. That's why I built these systems for us. So if you're struggling or you want to connect with me, hit that link in my bio. The wonders of TikTok. I wish there were more tools that I could, like, for instance, it'd be a different circumstance if I could send like links or hyperlink something to people on TikTok, if I could keep people in the platform. But unfortunately, I just can't. What's up, Queen? I can't. There's only so much I could do on TikTok, right? I've officially released over 4,000 videos here on TikTok, and a majority of what people are searching for are in those videos. The other half are right here. They're getting all of, we'll talk about tapering off in just 1 second. And then the rest are kicking it with me here live. And they're like, I don't necessarily need help, but I would like some support, right? That's why we have the systems and the resources and all that stuff. One of those resources is an answer to that question. Let's talk about tapering off. Queen, I sincerely appreciate you. So tapering off, obviously that concept is I'm drinking this much and I want to start drinking less, right? So I put a video out about 10 ways to practice drinking less alcohol safely. And this is the basic one. If you want to start tapering off, which is different than the single shot method, which I'm going to talk about in a second. If this was alcohol, okay, this is just juice, but a way to practice drinking less alcohol is to add more water, okay? You want to dilute your drinks. So if you had, once again, if you were doing like 2 shots, you would do a shot and a quarter, fill the rest with water, more juice. You're technically tapering off. You're drinking less alcohol. Doing that over time, not only is it going to get boring, but you're actively in this state of negative progression. It means that I can't drink more than this. And so we put ourselves in this, like, my toy is being taken away from me and I can't play with it. I don't like this. This sucks. I have a problem. See, someone just jumped into the system right now, right? I love this. See, I can sit here. So I won't say who this is. And if you're here on TikTok, dude, I love you. I'm going to answer this for you. I'm also going to go back to tapering off. I drink every day. I want to stop, but I can't. Want to do it for my 3 kids, wife, and myself. I love this for you, dude. I want that for you too, okay? So I'm going to mix. So what I'm going to do right here with this amazing human is I'm going to respond via email, and I'm going to send them the links and all of the resources and information they need specifically to get exactly what they're looking for, okay? So check it out. I love this. I drink every day, okay? But I want to stop, but I can't. That's not true. Just because you haven't done it doesn't mean you can't do it, okay? We talked about this in the gym. Kohdi, what's up, girl? Right? I want to do it for my 3 kids. Absolutely phenomenal. But I want you to do it for yourself. Your kids are great, but you need to do it for you. They benefit by you caring about yourself, okay? Understand? Your kids, that's the inevitable part. We're not going to sit here and like just go like, it's for my kids. No, it's for you. They benefit. The reason you say that is because you're prioritizing your kids over yourself. If you prioritized yourself, your kids wouldn't have anything to worry about, would they? Right? Right? Huh? Makes sense? Okay. Let's hope you do that. Right? And for your wife and myself. Got it. You see how they put themselves last. Okay. We need them to put themselves first. Everybody else benefits by them being selfish. It's time to take care of you, dude. Okay? The way we're going to do this is by practicing drinking less. And my personal recommendation to this human is the single shot method. Just because we're drinking every day doesn't mean we're an alcoholic. If we have, oh, goodness gracious, Marilee, I appreciate you. Just because we drink every day doesn't make us an alcoholic. I know people that have drank every day. I don't know a day that they haven't drank, but they don't have a dependency. They could stop anytime, right? Literally, stop anytime. Go with, go without, doesn't matter. Just because you drink by yourself, not an alcoholic. If they're drinking by themselves, or I'm sorry, if they're drinking every day and it's hard not to stop, that's a level of dependency. So I'm going to say this ago. Of course, there's some underlying circumstances here that make them want to drink. But I'm not going to sit here and go like, you know what we need to do? We need to fix your trauma from you being a kid. We need to fix all the reasons you hate yourself. No, that's not where you're at. That's not where you're at. You're struggling to drink less. So let me get you in a position where you're actively drinking less day by day. We'll take the next 30 days, progressively drink less alcohol safely. And then when we get you down to like 3 or 4 drinks a day, then we're going to just stop, right? See how our body does, okay? The way we're going to do that is by the single shot method. So if there's anybody curious about what I'm about to say, my phone is on 20%. So just in case it dies. Is the single shot method is doing this, okay? Say this person drinks 4 of these a day, okay? We want to get them down to drinking, what is this? 3 3/4 a day. So we're going to do this. The first drink, they're going to fill it all the way up or maybe fill it to like 3/4. They're going to make that drink. They're going to start with that, okay? You see what I'm saying? They're automatically starting with less, okay? They're going to drink that drink, right? And then they're going to have 3 more of these. They're going to do that for the next week, okay? This is called the single shot method. We're taking 1 shot out, 1 drink out, 1 amount out, okay? So now they're drinking 3 3/4, and that is their new goal. They're going to drink a little bit slower. Maybe they're going to, sip it a little bit longer. Maybe they fill the rest up with water. That's really, really, really good, right? So if they take a quarter out, let's put some more juice, put some more water in there. Let's get that in the system. They're going to continue practicing that for the next week until that's just how they drink. Now, when they get really good at that, guess what they're going to do? They're going to take another quarter out, which is another shot. They're going to bring it down to half. Now they're going to either fill it up with half or they're going to fill it up with whole and pour out half. The point is that they're starting with half. They're going to sip on that for a while because they got 3 more to go, right? So they're going to do that. And then when this is done, they're going to fill it up and have another drink. They're going to do that until they're really good at drinking 3.5 of these things, okay? And then what happens next, right? We're going to do it one more time. We're going to do a quarter. So now they start with a quarter. They're going to sip slower, okay? And then, once again, they're going to finish the next 3. Then what happens? Then they're just going to put this one away once they're good at that, and they're just going to have the 3. The reason we do this is because, first off, the body is going to be conditioned to having more water. We are successfully and progressively training our own psyche and our body from a state of success and progression. Not, I got a problem. I can't drink. I can't have. Nah, bro. We're actively practicing drinking less alcohol. We're on a mission, dude. Right? You were drinking 4. Now you're down to 3. Holy crap. Now you have 3 every night. Amazing. So you see what I'm saying? And then what's going to happen once he gets good at 3? He's going to bring it down to 2 3/4. Progressively stretching it out. It's a mission. We're doing this on purpose. We're doing this with passion. Remember, because we got 3 kids and the wife plus yourself. Or is it you got yourself plus the wife and the 3 kids? See what I'm saying? So as we work together in doing these things, we're going to capitalize on our success and doing and feeling productive, feeling that sense of achievement. Okay, we're going to celebrate all of our little wins. The point with all of this is eventually they're going to get down to just half, maybe just a quarter. When they get down this far, then they're just going to skip it. Maybe they're just going to have juice, no alcohol in it. See what I'm saying? So the single shot method is a productive, progressive way to practice drinking less alcohol safely while fueling the body and amplifying the success of your psyche. You're training yourself differently. I know this works because I've worked with people who were addicted to having 30 shots a day, which is how much I was drinking, are still completely sober. It took them a month to do it, That's commitment. They have the same circumstance, right? Same circumstance. They got a wife and kids and the whole deal. With that said, they were able to progressively drink less alcohol and find themselves in a state of control, right? What do you suggest for wine? So this is really good. It just depends on how much wine you're drinking. So a typical, like this is what the CDC recommends, and this is obviously what I recommend too. Healthy amounts of alcohol consumption is 3 drinks or less for women. I gotta go, hey, leg day, get it, girl. Today was my leg day too. So proud of you. So 3 drinks, 3 glasses of wine or less a day is what's recommended. That's called drinking at low risk. So the question that I have for you is, are you drinking a whole bottle of wine? Okay, so I was drinking a bottle every other day. Got it. Okay, a bottle every other day. That's about 15 drinks a week, which is 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so listen to what I'm saying. Technically, the amount of alcohol overall is considered drinking at low risk, but that doesn't mean that wine isn't affecting your life, okay? So every other day, you're having 5 drinks. That's how many glasses of wine are in a bottle. So if you're 5, 10, 15 drinks, that's if you spread that out throughout the week, 3, 6, 9, 12. You see what I'm saying? So you're tactically not drinking to such an extent where we're going, dude, she's got a real major problem. Like she's at high risk of breast cancer. Alcohol causes 7 types of cancer. Ladies, breasts, that's you. Okay? It is one of the primary causes for it. Dead serious, dude. I'm serious. If it runs in your family, if breast cancer runs in your family and you drink alcohol, it's a loaded gun type situation. Dead serious with this. Share this with your people. If you're you can't drink it away. So going back to the amount of alcohol you're drinking, you're not technically drinking at such a degree that we live in fear of withdrawals, or more importantly, living at high risk of like major ailments. But once again, 1 drink less is going to, once again, poison your body less. Less is more. Less is more. So if you're technically having 15 drinks a week, how can we bring it down to 14? What is that going to take? So the way that I'd recommend doing this is if you keep the same regimen. Oh, what's up? I appreciate you, Michael. Is if you're going to do your next bottle, you're going to pour a glass and then pour that one out. That might sting your heart a little bit, but we're practicing drinking less. So pour a glass of wine, pour that out, and then pour another one, and then finish the rest of that bottle. Once again, sip slow. The rest of the week, you can still technically do those other 2 bottles. Is it recommended? Absolutely not. The other way of doing this is practicing pouring every bottle, pouring 1 drink, pouring it out, then pouring another, and then sipping on that, finishing the bottle. You want to do that until that becomes like your new habit, right? And then at that point, you have a new habit of taking care of yourself. 1 for the homies. You pour that out, have a glass of water, have a bottle of water, add water in between it. Add water in between it or with it, right? And then you're slowly going to start backing off, and to the point where you're going like, dude, I'm literally just like, there's like a whole bottle of wine left over at the end of the week. That's just going to carry over into the next week. You are in a position to where you could actually, depending on your dependency, how important it is to have it, to just like not drink. But I don't necessarily recommend that, just because obviously you wouldn't ask this question if that wasn't something that you've already tried. Drink effing water, dude, 100%. So that's perfect. It's the finishing bottle when I stop. It's yeah, okay, got it. So absolutely phenomenal. So I want you to just look at that and condition yourself and go like, it's not that you can't have alcohol. You can. I can too. I just don't want to. I don't want alcohol. Like it killed me once. I don't want it anymore. So if you found yourself in a position where you're going like, I could pour 1 out and then finish the rest and keep my regimen. Once again, we want to not trick our brain, but train our brain to go. Every time we're drinking less, we're choosing health. We're choosing ourselves. Passion over poison. I still got to do it. I have time now. Okay. Keep in mind, I've been sick. I've been focusing on a whole nother program, dude. I'm so stoked to release this new program. It's not a sobriety program. It has nothing to do with that. It's actually, I'm giving it away for free. I'm putting like 15, 20 hours of knowledge into, it's called what is it called? The CMC, the Course Masterclass, which is, if you guys don't know this, I am like an award-winning course designer and developer, professional editor, graphic designer, web designer, video editor, copy, like all this stuff. When it comes to monetizing knowledge, helping you, like teachers and educators and consultants, if you know something and you want to market it to people, like the Beyond Sober Masterclass, keep in mind, I would love for everybody to take it all, but no one takes free information seriously, which is my only setback with this program, is I'm putting all of my creation knowledge into one place. So you guys can go, you know what? I'm going to take the CMC program. I'm going to literally understand how to get my knowledge out of my head, put it into a system, and share it with people. You guys, I know people that make 6-7 figures just marketing their knowledge, man. So my mission over the next month or two is to create this program for you guys all to take absolutely free. And then more importantly, those that end up, and here's something else that I'm doing for you guys too, is I'm actually creating a full-on framework, bringing mass in the building. Oh, my heart just crashed. This is something, oh, dude, I feel the heat now. Goodness gracious. Now I got to push this button. Everything changes, man. Keep it together, dude. So here's what I'm doing is I'm actually creating an imported framework, which means when you're taking the course on how to monetize your knowledge, it's a one-click import, meaning that you don't have to go build your whole program. You can literally just sign up, hit import, and the whole framework, all of the automations, all of the tags, all of the emails, all of the structures automatically port over to your website. And all you've got to do is create the landing page for it. And when you do that, I'm here to help you guys obviously get it done correctly. Make sure all pieces are in place. Brianne actually knows exactly what I'm talking about because we spent a year getting her program completely optimized, uploaded, thumbnails, knowledge, all of that stuff. So instead of spending a year, you could actually just do a 1-2 click import and you have the entire framework. All you have to do is just put your knowledge there, put your information there. And I'm gonna teach everybody exactly how to do that. So that's like my next year's mission. And I'm super duper duper excited about that. It's never been done. And I'm saying this to everybody to go like, right, I've got time, but do I have time? I'm actually really excited for this website because it's the most interactive, sexiest, like versatile and prime website that I've ever built. Tony Robbins did it. I know he did it. Most people that have knowledge, they monetize it. So what that means is they build courses. But when it comes down to importing the actual professional analytics, the design, the framework, the blueprint, they don't offer that to you. They just teach you the information. What I'm doing is removing about 6 months of design work from you to where all you have to do is hit import and everything is there. Plus all of the tools for you to completely unpack what you know, but then also set up your websites and your systems. I help people build businesses. That's what I do when I'm not working on sobriety. And so one of the products and services that I'm creating is exactly that, is basically building you a system that you guys can take advantage of. Super powerful stuff. I've built so many courses, dude. It's insane. I've built so many platforms. It's ridiculous. What am I sober from? I am not sober because I don't drink alcohol. I can't be sober from something I don't consume. Dude, buy a dictionary and then a thesauruses. Holy crap. Did we get our first hater in the building? What are you going to tell me? I look like Pauly Shore? You going to tell me that I'm boring? What are you going to say? Are you going to tell me that I love to hear myself speak? Are you going to tell me that what are you going to say, bro? You show up and just make fun of yourself and then expect me not to take advantage of it, dude. Don't let my ADHD make you famous, dude. I will 100% do it. And then everyone here will laugh themselves to sleep. Tina, I see you, girl. Go away, James. Oh my goodness gracious. Trolls have rolled in. I love it, man. Hey, go back to Facebook. Like they're waiting for you over there. Your mom called. She's still disappointed in you. I'm dead serious, dude. I have the message. There's another one right here. It's sad. You should probably check in with her. You need help with my son, 23 and second DUI. I got it. Here's the trip. I drank for 24 years, never got a DUI. But I will tell you this: the number one reason why people work with me as why people want to work with me is because they've gotten DUIs. Keep in mind, dude, like court orders people. I got messages even today. I need to get into a system to show the court that I can be sober, that I'm a healthy, responsible person that's capable of committing to my life, to myself, committing to health and happiness. Um, you gotta stop. Stop it. Why do you do this? Oh my goodness gracious. So that's the whole deal. Is that there's just so many people who find themselves in AA, find themselves having to seek out a program where they could basically show proof to a court system that they're a responsible human being. Wait, you do one-on-one? Dude, I am a sobriety master coach and recovery specialist. My whole life is one-on-one. What are you talking about, dude? Why do you think I got calendars and systems, dude? You think I have over 500,000 people following me here, another 200,000 over here, and I don't offer my own time and energy? We're doing one-on-one right now. What are you talking about? Dude, I got people that I'm working with for the next 6 months, dude. If you're even remotely interested in one-on-one, hit the link in my bio. It literally says apply for one-on-one. The answer is yes. Like, I just say yes to everybody. So there's no qualifications. There's no application. There's no surveys. Like, if you want to work, the answer is yes. You just have to be willing to commit to yourself and invest in yourself. Hang on. Drink some more fluids. That's the only times you shut up, please. I love this. The craziest part about me shutting up is it is your fault why you're hearing my stupid Pauly Shore voice. As soon as you stop listening and start smelling your balls, you would have less attention on the voice you don't enjoy hearing. Your annoyance is your fault. I'm not upset with you needing attention either, dude. The reason people troll is because they don't get the love. I know you need a hug, boo-boo. I wish I could. I wish I could hug you. I'm hugging you with my gullet right now, right? This fat mouth that you don't enjoy paying attention to, but you can't stop looking at. You know where it's at. Stop looking. Stop looking. I see you, Yames. You're cute. Digital hugs, man. Any attention is better than no attention. And I hope that you feel a little bit better knowing knowing that you are actively torturing yourself, dude. Were you court ordered to be here? Is this your mission? It's to see how long you could sustain your current perspective, your current mindset. Let me just jump into a live, watch something that I don't enjoy, say things that make me feel like I'm somewhat important, and see how much attention I can get. I'll make you famous, dude. Holy crap, holy, dude. I enjoy, like, bro, like, you have no idea. You're tickling my little nipples went to France. Where is this guy? Is wine bad? Yes, because it's a poison, it's a toxin, it's alcohol. Alcohol is jet fuel. Alcohol has ethanol in it. Alcohol is literally what we use to fuel engines, man. I'm already famous in your eyes. Is that why you're full of crap? It's because your eyes are brown? Goodness gracious. I know you're full of it, dude. And the interesting part about you and your eyes is you think they both matter. You think they hold value. You think there's something here that's going to validate your existence. At least you are famous in your eyes because you hold no fame here. Enjoy all of this while it lasts because it's not going to be here for much longer, dude. I really, really hope you catch this digital licking, dude. Now you're checking out my eyes. You are too afraid to even post a picture of yourself. James, you are so afraid that you won't even share a picture of yourself, dude. At least we're out here, 150 of us, looking at what you are too afraid to share. Interesting, dude. Super powerful, dude. I really, really appreciate you being exactly who you are, dude. That's next level amazing, dude. Oh, this stuttering. 100 years from now, we're all dirt. How do you treat people? How you treat people is legacy. This is true. um, I went 10 days and just had a glass of wine. Had no physical desire, just emotional. So mad at yourself. Does beating yourself up work? If beating yourself up worked, it would have worked already. Beating yourself up, I guarantee you, makes you want to drink. You can't beat yourself into loving who you are. There's no, you got to keep in mind, can and capability are not the same thing. You could have not drank, but were you capable of not drinking? The answer is no. If you had the capacity to choose something that wasn't the wine that you had, you would have chosen it. At that exact moment, when you chose that wine, that is the best that you had at the time. Infinite decisions, infinite possibilities. And what was most logical to you at that moment in that frame was wine. Nobody's beating you up. No one cares. You care. You're here beating you up. But the trippy part with you beating yourself up is it doesn't help you get better. It makes you want to drink. It makes you feel like someone that can't handle themselves. So you sit here and punish yourself emotionally for punishing yourself physically with wine. It's wine, dude. Like, did you literally expect never, ever, ever to drink again? Did you set an unrealistic expectation that you didn't meet? Because the trip is, once again, being hard on ourselves doesn't work, dude. Loving ourselves does, though. When you love you, you have less of an emotion you want to escape. When you take care of yourself, you have less of a reason to want to hurt yourself. The better you feel, the better you do. That's it. You're 78 days sober and started my new job today. 2 months since getting out of the hospital. Dude, that's amazing, dude. 78 days, that's almost 80. I can count. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. Absolutely phenomenal, man. And you started your new job today. 2 months since getting out of the hospital. Dude, I'm so proud of you. That is absolutely, absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, congratulations, man. 100%. Um, I've tried so many times to stop. So I get it. So this is the thing is the trip with stopping is unless we intend on starting something else, then all we're doing is removing something that we actually prefer to do. So it's like if I don't intend on starting to drink more water, then not only do I have no water, but I also don't have the thing that I'm familiar with. So our mission isn't just to quit. It isn't just to stop something. It's to go, okay, well, I'm going to have all this additional time. I'm going to have this additional energy. I'm going to have all this additional focus. I want to give my energy, transmute it from here to here. So just quitting, just stopping is just creating stress that we also want to stop. Not only do you not have the thing that you would normally use to aid in that feeling, but you are stuck with the feeling of not having the thing. It's a double whammy, dude. So remember, when we start immersing ourselves in people, places, and things that actually improve our quality of life, the chances of us wishing that the alcohol was there or wishing that we could have just one drink fades because we're immersed in things that are actually moving us forward. How did you know that you needed to stop? I died. For me, I know I needed to stop. Goodness gracious, when I was 8 years old, like that was bad. Like, why was my dad giving me alcohol in Mexico? Like, that was a problem. But when it became bad, like, keep in mind, when you drink alcohol, your whole existence is a series of ailments and problems created because of alcohol. You may not, like alcohol itself may not have caused the problem, but it is affecting the way you look at your life because it lowers your physical and mental health. So everything sucks, which is another reason to drink. So you got to remember this: alcohol is a problem when it's a problem. Alcohol, it's we're not supposed to drink it. It's a literal it causes cancer. Like, we're not supposed to just be consuming gasoline. It literally lights on fire. We're rotting our body from the inside out. But the trip is that alcohol, even though it is a problem, those problems are solved with alcohol. So you may have said something when you were drinking, let's just drink about it. You may have done something while you were under the influence, let's have a drink and talk. You see what I'm saying? So alcohol doesn't necessarily have to impact yourself to such an insane degree, like rock bottom, for it to be a real issue. Because once again, dude, do you have anxiety and you drink alcohol? You should probably stop drinking alcohol. Do you have depression and you drink alcohol? Do you suffer with those things? You should probably stop drinking alcohol, because alcohol causes depression. Alcohol causes anxiety. Do you have insomnia? Do you have trouble sleeping and you drink alcohol? Alcohol causes insomnia. You see what I'm saying? Are your friendships not going the way as planned? Was there alcohol involved? You should probably stop drinking alcohol. So alcohol cannot solve anything, and it also can't fix anything. What I mean by that is, if alcohol could fix anything, we would never have any problems. None of us would feel broken at all. All of the above. Yeah, Mom. I get you. So, so 85% of the problems and things that we struggle with in our life are in one way or another associated with alcohol. Either the physical or emotional ailments, issues that it causes, excuse me, or the actual way that we perceive those issues. I'm telling you, dude, my dad would have been a nicer person if he wasn't enraged with tequila. You know what I'm saying? But then he was also lowering his mental health by drinking tequila. So he had another reason to have tequila, which was another reason to beat his kids bloody, right? You see what I'm saying? So this is the whole cycle of alcoholic behavior. Is it possible to physically recover from alcohol abuse? Don't look at my face. 100%. That's what recovery is, man. Alcohol abuse, 100%. 90% of people who drink are abusing alcohol or being abused by alcohol. I'll tell you this. Every single person that's drinking alcohol is being abused by it. That's because it's destroying us. Every aspect of our body. There's no good. That alcohol is not healthy. There's no such thing. It's literally gasoline. There is nothing good that can possibly come from consuming something that is trying to kill us. You see what I'm saying? Like, we are all being abused by alcohol. Even people on the street, I'm being abused by alcohol because that guy's mean to me and he's been drinking. I'm indirectly affected by their alcoholic behavior. You see what I'm saying? I'm still being abused by it, even though I'm just standing over here, right? The other thing is when we've created an environment for ourselves, mind or body or physical environment, even spiritual environment, that encourages us to drink or encourages us to escape, then we start abusing these substances because we become dependent on them. We don't practice the meditations. We don't practice the thinking. We let thoughts happen to us and we feel attacked by our own minds. That's alcohol's fault, right? It contributes to that. So we drink one more, or we seek one more pill, or we get lost in one more narcissistic relationship because it's better than thinking on our own. Rebuilding, what's up, girl? It's better than being by ourselves. At least I'm with someone that is giving me some attention, because if I'm giving me all the attention I want, it's not good attention. I don't like thinking with me. I'm stuck with me. I don't like me. I don't want to be around me. So I'll drink or I'll get involved with that relationship. So I say this to go, alcohol, physical abuse, like, keep in mind, I have stage 4 cirrhosis, which is permanent damage, but I still have a functioning liver. I don't have a new liver. I have the same liver. I have an enlarged spleen, but it's operating at 100%. I have an umbilical hernia, but it's not affecting my body in any, dramatic way. I had brain fog. My brain literally shrank. Alcohol shrinks your brain. And it took me months and months and months to recover. to think straight, to walk straight, to act straight, to get into the gym, to be able to drive a car, to do all these things. So this is the difference between sobriety and recovery. Sobriety, you could just stop drinking and your body will barely heal itself. If you're not eating your vegetables, if you're not going for walks, man, if you're not taking any, your nutrition seriously, if you're not actively attempting to get better sleep, if you're not doing any of those things that help your body heal, then sobriety, what's up, Taylor? Then sobriety is just survival. But if we take that same time and go, you know what? I'm gonna go for a walk with Taylor. Like we're gonna go hit the trail. We're gonna bring our water, dude. We got our electrolytes. Okay. We got some sandwiches. We're gonna go sit up, feel the wind. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have a great conversation. We're gonna embrace. We're gonna breathe. We're gonna create space, dude. We're actually going to live and practice being here. We're gonna do these anxiety-free things. Then we're giving our body the correct harmonious environment, Sam, so it can heal. And then when we're done from that walk, we're gonna have a super dope lunch, right? It's gonna be packed with nutrition. Maybe we're gonna be in a food coma, but then we're going to sleep, dude. Maybe we'll take a nap, but we're going to bed early, right? Because we're gonna do the same thing tomorrow because we care about ourselves. So your alcohol, the physical problems that arise from alcohol abuse will fix themselves if you help them fix themselves. But just sitting here and the only thing you're doing is not drinking, that's not helping your body recover. You're not feeding your machine the nutrients and the nutrient-dense foods. You're not hydrating your body. You're not doing any of these things. You're still drinking soda, man. You're still doing all these things. You're poisoning your body in one way or another. You're still hanging out with the same people. You're just not drinking. You're still going to the same places. You just don't have a drink in your hand. You're still thinking all the same thoughts. You're just not escaping your emotions. You're still feeling all the same feelings. You just don't have a drink in your hand. That is what will keep you sick. If your thoughts can make you ill, your thoughts can make you well. This is what meditation is for, mindfulness, right? Sitting pretty, all of these things. Frank, I appreciate you. If your thoughts can make you ill with anxiety, with depression, with fear, with hate, with anguish, with trauma, Katya, I love soda. You drink soda, just like if it's the only thing you drink, that's a problem. I drink soda on occasion. I love soda. That's why I don't drink a lot of it. Yeah, give me some Sprite. I just want the bubblies. You know what I'm saying? I want it to burn. What happened to your body from drinking? Well, my liver failed. My heart stopped. My brain stopped functioning. Cardiac arrest. I was tortured for 250 hours. I was bleeding internally, throwing up blood. Lost my ability to walk. Neuropathy in my thighs. Swollen wrist, ankles, neck. I was in the hospital for 11 days. It took me 18 months to be a normal person. It shrunk my brain. It filled my brain with ammonia. I was on 19 pills a day for 6 months. 19 dude, I lost my house, my car, my job, money, friends. Everything was taken from me. And then I lost my health, dude. Alcohol doesn't care who you are. Nobody's built different. It literally is just up inside all of us. You don't have to be sorry for that stuff. I'm so thankful all that stuff happened, dude. I am so thankful all of that happened. In no way whatsoever would I ever take a single ounce of pain, of struggle. I would never change my past. I don't wish anything was different, dude. And the reason for that is every single one of those things has turned me into the person that I always knew I was. Every single time I took a drink, every time I got into a relationship, every time I was beating myself up, I was attempting to find this guy. And it took all of that, literally dying, Queen Bee, for me to go like, that's right. I've been living for the illusion. I need to start living for the reality. And this is the reality. This is my reality. 67 days. Holy crap, dude. 45 days. Holy crap. You had alcoholic hepatitis and drinking had the same swell? Yeah, I had hepatitis too. So there's so much that comes along with that. But the truth is there isn't a single thing that I would change. And Branka, I'll tell you this. If you were to guarantee me that I could be twice as happy, twice as successful, twice as abundant as I am now, but the only thing that I have to do is go through all of that pain, that misery, that trauma, that despair, the hell again, I would do it. 100%. Let's go. If you can guarantee me I'll be twice as happy, and the only thing that I have to do is go through all the pain all over again, let's go. Game on, bro. I will figure it out. I figured it out once. I figured out everything prior to that. I figured out everything after that. I'll do it again. Do I want it? Absolutely not. Was it worth it? 100%. This is why I look at people and I go like, dude, you're not dead. You're not dying. You're sad. You're 1,000 steps further than I was. I was literally laying in a hospital, dying. I know what the afterlife feels like, man. It was a thing, right? You're doing so good, Taylor. You are so much further than you think, man. If you're not like riddled in a hospital bed right now and you have 7 days to live, you are doing so well. Drink some water, take a nap. Hey, dude, thank you so much. And stop being so mean to you, dude. You don't gotta be so mean to you. Oh, you started using Ultima? I just ran out of Ultima. So I've been doing, it's super good, huh? That's super hydrating stuff. It's so good. I was drinking too much water. But because I switched to the pea protein, I wanted to get something a little bit thicker to just like make that stuff go down a little bit easier. So this is V8 Splash, little water, little ice, and I actually have a splash of lemon in there too. Have I ever hallucinated? You mean the demons in the corner of the room, the dead bodies next to me? You mean the envelope that turned into an angry Lego? You mean the foot massager that turned into a foot-eating machine that was like out of the Matrix that looked like a sentinel? Are you talking about walking on water when I was in college? My fingers turning into worms? Are you talking about my feet growing to the ceiling when The Hobbit came out? Do you mean laser lines? Yeah. Have I hallucinated? Holy crap. Dude, I still hallucinate. When I'm tired, I'm like, bugs. I had DTs for years. Like, seeing people, bugs, spiders, man. When the sidewalk turns into billions of bugs, bro, like, you got some problems. I laugh because it was scary. It was super scary. Do I suggest therapy? I do, depending on the circumstance. If I'll tell you this, the reason why I don't go like, if you're struggling with alcoholism, don't just go to therapy and try and get to the root of those things, because alcohol is the way that you process your emotions, more common than not. So if you're trying to get to the root of why you drink and heal the trauma, heal the issues, bring some things to light, really what a therapist is going to do, if they're good at their job, is going to bring to light all of the reasons why you should drink. That's a problem. We don't want to just go to therapy in the hopes of fixing the root cause if we're struggling with alcohol. We need to practice consuming less alcohol first and find ourselves in a state of sobriety. Like, it's okay. If I'm triggered, I can meditate. I could go for a walk. I'm already practicing these things. Okay. I have the tools in my arsenal here. And once you find yourself in that space, then we can start digging. And the reason is because if you don't have your processing mechanism, which is usually alcohol, and then a therapist starts to bring up your daddy issues, when you leave that place, the first thought you're going to have is, first off, I can't believe all of that happened. I deserve to be punished. Where's the alcohol? Second off, I don't like this emotion, and the only way I know how to handle it is with alcohol. So let me just drive straight to the liquor store. So a lot of therapy causes either lapses in sobriety or relapses without the proper conditioning. The other reason that this is so important, keep in mind, I'm supported by therapists. I work with them. I've built programs with them, and they all understand what I'm talking about, and they all recommend it too. I'm an ex-alcoholic liver failure survivor. I drank for 24 years. I know what it's like to be an addict in jail on drugs. I've been there. I've done that. I'm also incredibly successful. And the only thing I do, the only thing I talk about is bring awareness and density to the mind of an alcoholic, the mind of someone struggling, the mind of someone in despair, the mind of someone that would have rather been dead most of his life. Your therapist has never been an addict. Your doctor doesn't know what it's like to be an alcoholic. And if he does, find a different doctor. Your counselor, they don't have experiences. More often than not, do not have the experience. So they can't necessarily connect in the depths and in the we're going to say frequency of their patients, of their clients, which creates a disconnect, which means you show up to a therapist that has no idea what it's like to be tortured in the corner of a room, fed alcohol, then beat up for not feeling stronger. You just feel more isolated, more like a number, more like an animal, more like a victim, and more less human. And all they're trying to do is their job. But what's really happening is you're being triggered. But when you speak to somebody that knows exactly what it feels like, knows exactly what you need to hear, knows exactly where your brain is at, it changes the way you get the results. And this is why I focus so heavily on the masterclass is I don't even need to be present for you to feel like you're recognized, like you're seen. I've literally been in your shoes, man. I've been through things a lot of people wouldn't necessarily survive. Dude, thank you so much. A lot of things that like you see in movies, you read in books, all that stuff. I'm not special. I'm so thankful that I figured it out. I'm appreciative to be alive, and I value my life. And more importantly, I share my value with you. That's why I continue to obviously show up, release the content, continue helping people in the programs, create new programs, all that stuff. So that's a very long-winded answer to should I go to therapy? We should all go to therapy. I should go to therapy. My friend Ann is my therapist. I go, Ann, let me complain real quick because I don't complain about anything. She's like the only person I'll sit here and I'll walk around the house. I can't believe this guy on Facebook. She's the only person. That's my therapy. If I go to therapy, I fear that I'm going to make my therapist cry. So I actually work with therapists. And here's the other part of this. I work with therapists that struggle with alcohol. Do you know how many coaches I have to coach? I love what I do. I love how I do it. I love the way the universe unfolds. I have too many experiences. Like I've worked with the technicians that help people get new livers. The dude that helps you get a new liver because you've destroyed it with alcohol is struggling with alcoholism. The nurse that's helping you with your withdrawals is going home to drink a 3/4 bottle of vodka when she gets off work. I can't even tell you how many nurses I've worked with, dude. And it's because like I've been there. Like I've been I've traumatized the nurses. I was the dude. But then on the flip side of that, being the healthy person, helping the nurse. So they're better for their patients. They're better for for the hospital in those circumstances. So this is why I repeat this, and I'm so passionate about this. Alcohol doesn't discriminate, dude. I've worked with police officers, EMTs, doctors, therapists, counselors, dude, construction workers, man, gymnasts, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it full circle. And I love you, girl. Thank you so much. It's just, we just want to take care of ourselves. We're all equally human, which means we're all equally susceptible to the detriments of the poison. But on that same note, we're all equally capable of benefiting from water and juice, happiness and positivity. We all grow by loving ourselves. And that's what it is. If I was to wrap it up, I'd say life seems impossible when we lose our ability to get the basics done. Another way of saying it is when the basics of life, eating, drinking, sleeping, thinking, feeling, it's only 5 things. We do them all day long. When those areas start to feel impossible, we start to prefer an alternate universe. And that's either hanging out with Taylor all day long because she's so cool and distracts from all of the reasons that I'd rather not be who I am, or it's in a substance that can actually just help me disconnect from all the things that I need to be giving my attention to. Remember this, when we get the basics down pat, when we get the foundation of our life rock solid or better than right now, there's less to worry about. There's less situations. There's less pain. There's less problems in general. And we overall just find ourselves enjoying who we are what we're doing, and more importantly, we get really excited about where we're going. And on that note, my bladder is going to explode and my throat is starting to close up. There's not enough water here that's going to keep me hydrated for this conversation. I could answer Michelle. Hang on. Did Michelle say something? Grandma's in the building. Oh my goodness. That is just banana. Where's Michelle at? I'm looking for Michelle. Did I see Michelle? At what point did you not have to be so strict with sodium intake? I'm still strict with sodium intake. This is 6 years later. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you this: the latest shift in my sodium is been switching from, whey protein to pea protein. There's 160 milligrams of sodium in my whey protein, and 320 in the pea protein, to the point where it actually shifted my perspective of going, okay, if I'm going to be basically taking double the sodium, but I'm getting better protein, then I'm actually going to consume less protein because I don't want that much sodium. So to this day, over 6 years later, sodium is still a major, major player in everything that I consume. I lightly salt things. I'm using salts as an electrolyte in water, in juice and things, in smoothies. I'm going to get just a little bit of it in there, but I still pay attention to my sodium because it's not only is it going to help us inflame our bodies, it's going to slow us down. And we just we don't operate very well at all with a lot of sodium. So it's a high protein, low sodium diet. It's one of those things. Lauren, thank you so much. It's one of those things that we want to pay attention to, regardless if we're struggling with alcohol, regardless of our conditions. We want to look at this, our content, our protein, our nutrition content, and go, too much of anything is a problem. Too much protein, too much water, too much sodium, too much sugar, all of those things, too much. So if we could find ourselves in a healthy balance of these things, then once again, we're going to live a healthy lifestyle. We don't just want to be someone. How much, that's a good question. Before my throat closes up, how much sodium is a healthy amount? How much is a healthy amount of sodium? Hang on. This is a really good question. I never looked this up. American Heart Association recommends no more than 2,300 milligrams a day, and limit to no more than 1,500 milligrams per day for most adults. So no more than 2,300 milligrams. That's a lot of sodium. That's 2 grams. So 2,300 milligrams is 2 grams, right? So we look at this and go, thank you so much, and I really appreciate that. So 2,300 milligrams, I'll say this. If I were to have, I'm having 5 protein shakes a day, so that's 120 grams of protein. So if I was to do this and go, what is this? 120 times 320 equals, no, I don't want to do that. 120 divided by 320 equals, wrong button. We want to do this. Why is it not working? 320 times 5. So 1,600 milligrams of sodium is what I'm having in just my protein. So I'm still under 2,300, but I'm still over what I would like. You see what I'm saying? So that's a big deal. But if I was to do the other one, if I was to go back to whey protein, we're doing 160 times 5, right? We're doing 800 milligrams, right? Not even a gram of sodium. A low sodium diet in the hospital is considered 2 gram minimum. So you're looking at 2,000 milligrams and 2,000 milligrams in sodium. So you're saying a low sodium diet in the hospital is considered 2,000 milligrams? Dang. Okay. So I guess that means that I'm doing pretty good. Anyway, the whole point is the doctors don't want us to be consuming a whole lot of that. Low sodium, low sugar. Remember, if we have more protein, we're also going to be creating more sugar in our body. So we don't need to have like popsicles and stuff. I got popsicles in the fridge. Didn't have one today. And I'll tell you this, I've had all of my protein, but I also have been eating fruit all day. So because of that, I'm not eating a whole bunch of excess sugar. It's not too bad. We just want to be health conscious. That's really it. That's really it. Yes. Okay, Anne. So thank you. So it's good to know that a low sodium diet is 2,000 milligrams, and that even with the meals that I've created, even with my stuff, I'm still considered low in sodium. Hang on, let's do how much is high sodium? High sodium. 400 milligrams or more of sodium is high. Oh, high sodium foods, additives, salt, blah, 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 blah. How many milligrams? How much sodium? How sodium is high. Gotcha. It says items with 400 milligrams or more of sodium are high in sodium. High sodium food additives include salt, brine, and other items to stay. Okay, got it. So that makes sense. So high sodium, I guess. So low sodium. So I'll say this. So even the protein that I'm taking is, what is that? It's 320. It's 80 grams short of being high sodium, but it's still more sodium than I would recommend. I see Cracker Capital in the building. What's up, baby? So good to see you, bro. My brain's starting to explode, and I'm getting dehydrated, and my bladder is about to bust. Anyway, with that, potassium magnesium question. Got you. Potassium magnesium, you just want to have more of both. So I get my potassium through bananas. I got a whole lovely bunch of bananas. And here's the trick, dude. If you blend your bananas like in a smoothie, it doesn't give you the same nutritional value as if you eat the banana. And I learned this recently because I've been blending my bananas up. The saliva in your mouth when you eat a banana is packed with the necessary acids to break the banana down to sit in your stomach. But when you blend it, it skips the whole saliva circumstance thing. I'll learn more about that. I'll get more specific with it. But yeah, potassium, dude, you want that. That's going to help you with all kinds of stuff. Magnesium, we're all low on magnesium. I take magnesium. If you're struggling with sleep or exhaustion, magnesium glycinate, I believe that's $19 on Amazon. So look that up. Put it in your diet. If you're struggling with sleep, it's going to help you get to sleep. That's something. D3 and K2. I'm assuming that's good stuff. You've been hospitalized twice for it. I get you. You just want to check it out. If you're even remotely interested in nutrition, dude, my exact nutrition supplement recommendation, this is a patch that's dripping nutrients into my body all day long. You can hit the link in my bio and you'll see it says Taste Thrive, or you could go to tastethrive.com and it has everything that you're looking for. It's super powerful stuff, super good, so good for you. Especially if you're struggling in sobriety or jumping further into recovery, it's going to dramatically transform your life. Once you get your nutrition on lock, you start filling those nutritional gaps. I'm telling you, dude, you're going to wonder how you went so long without this stuff. You're like, what do you mean? My body has everything it needs now, so I have all the energy, I get all the sleep, I have all the focus. I don't need coffee or caffeine. I don't need energy drinks, dude. I can keep my focus. I don't need to take naps, dude. My mood's improved. All this stuff, all because of nutrition. So either tastethrive.com, or I'm encouraging everybody here, just hit the link in the bio. It says Sober Not Sober. Everything that I offer, including nutrition, is all right there. And soon, in this next month, I'll be offering the course masterclass to everybody. It's going to be 100% free. Super powerful stuff. Anyway, I got to roll out. I love you so much, Frank. And I just saw you, dude. I love you guys so much. I can't thank you enough. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for continuing to show up. Thank you for kicking it. Thank you for dealing with my ADHD. Thank you for literally being exactly who you are, man. I'm going to continue throwing out amazing content. I recorded some content for tonight. I'll put some clips out for everybody. I am answering all questions that come through off that link. So as we were here, people were asking questions. I'm going to get to it in the morning. So if you guys want to chat, you want to start a conversation, you want access to me personally, obviously link in bio. TikTok is just limiting my ability to respond to people in the way that I want to. So let's chat. On that note, do me a favor, just like my mother always says, take care of you. Yeah. You just take care of you. I'm gonna continue just take care of you. That's it.